Let's end the Infinity Saga and talk about my favorite MCU movie, Avengers Endgame. Probably don't need to say this, but spoilers ahead, so click that like button and come back later. So this film is probably my absolute favorite Marvel movie ever. Every MCU movie was building up to this one moment for 10 years. My favorite character of the film has to be Tony. He was the one who got me into the MCU, and they closed out his story perfectly. This was also the first movie I ever experienced where the whole crowd cheered through almost half of the whole movie. And sure, there are a few cringy moments in this film that feel a bit weird today, like when Hulk was dabbing and Thor playing Fortnite. But you guys gotta remember that those things were popular at the time while they were writing the screenplay for this film. And looking back at it now, I didn't really have a problem with it when they referenced those things. Also, fun fact, apparently the Russo brothers confirmed that Wong is actually New Master 69. I really hope they reference that in Multiverse of Madness. So I cried a lot during this film. Moments like when Natasha died, when Tony died, and when Steve retired and finally got his long-awaited happy ending. Oh my god, I love this movie. I also love the callbacks in this film too. Like when Bucky told Steve that he's taking all the crazy with him. Again, I cried during that moment. And even though some of the people thought that the time travel was a little bit too complicated for them, I found it simple enough to understand. These end credits were amazing. I loved how they showed all the different colors from the Infinity Stones, how they managed to play Steve and Peggy's song, and showing everybody who was in this film by showing a clip from a previous MCU film. My favorite moment of this film is, and I think we all know what it is, the Avengers assembling portal scene. This one scene has been built up for years. Seeing all these characters on screen was something I thought would be impossible, especially with the number of characters there are. It was also a real treat to finally hear Steve say Avengers Assemble. I give this movie a 10 out of 10, giving it an A+. Anyway, that's the review. Go down to those comments and tell me what you thought. And click that like and subscribe button to keep up to date with all my latest content. See ya!